So, time these topics a little bit. Firstly, we got a little bit of football, and then we got some little bit of WWE. But guess what, Roy? Football starts tonight.
Started last night, actually.
Who played last night?
Detroit, the Patriots, Carolina, and I forgot who else it was.
Well, the only one I give a fuck about plays tonight, which is the Eagles.
Oh, did they play tonight on a Friday?
Yeah, they played tonight against Baltimore.
Odd.
Yeah, what's up, motherfucker? It's preseason, though, so, I mean, they don't keep a regular schedule for that shit. What are you doing?
Hello?
Hello, this is Dwayne. This is Dwayne from Rent Center. We're going to need our couch back.
Motherfucker, I get calls from them fools all the time. Where the hell did he go? He left us.
Houdini.
He streams like, fuck you guys, I'm out.
Hello?
In the middle of an episode.
Yeah,
We was talking football and shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Well, I guess this podcast is going in a different direction now.
But, no, the football season, yeah, I mean, it is starting in it, though. Yeah.
I kept yelling into the mic.
And I'm excited. Because, well, you know, life football is boring.
Yeah.
Because then I can't talk shit to Roy for the next, 5 months.
What's going on now?
We were talking about football starting. And I said, it's great. I says, it's lonely without football because it means I can't talk shit to you. Now that it's on, I got like 5 more months to talk shit to you.
You know, I don't know how to fucking feel about this season coming in. I really don't.
I don't know
really
how to
don't.
feel about what y'all motherfuckers are doing to CeeDee Lamb.
I want to know in the football world, even for kids, if they even play Smear the Queer anymore, man. That was the game, man.
I don't know. I know. I
That's
think it's all like
politically
flag
correct,
football
Ray Ray.
now.
Yeah, they get all sensitive now in school and stuff. I remember when we all gathered up in the school days, man. Hey, who's up for some Smear the Queer?
Yeah.
Like, yo.
Yeah, I remember that. Those games. Those are
that and that. What was the other one? The 500 or 1,000, and you'd have that one guy who would throw and and he would do
you'd
the
have
points.
to take a number and you'd be like 200, and you have to throw it up, and the first person to get 500. Thing is, though, is that after a while, people just start just blurting out like high numbers, like, okay, 455, and you're like, bro, there's
669,000.
Yeah, you start chucking it in the air and shit. And it'd be like a little bitch ass throw sometimes. Like, you would think the higher the number, the harder it is to catch. And they would just be like, 400, and you're like, okay, and that's it. It's like, all right, game's over, I'm going home.
Things that entertained us,
right?
Mm-hmm. But I don't know how to feel about this NFL season coming up.
Why? Because the Dallas Cowboys are proving their true colors once again already?
Oh no, they're finally showing their true colors for sure. I just don't see nothing happening this year. I just don't.
So what the fuck they doing to CeeDee Lamb? What the fuck? Why is he not important?
He is, but I think the thing is that Jerry Jones is tired of fucking paying these guys, and they still have a year left on their contract. And CeeDee Lamb's
pockets are getting dry.
Yeah, well, the cap is fucked up, and they're trying to get shit figured out. And then, Zeke did it to him about, a few years ago when that happened. Zeke was their first round, and, when you're a first-round draft pick, you only have to play 4 years, and then your fifth year, your option, you could sit it out because, you're like, I get my contract a year early because I was a first-rounder. So you have to play on that fifth year. You're supposed to or whatever. But since you're a first rounder, you are entitled to the big bag a year early, like second, third, and fourth, and so on and so forth. They actually have to play all 5 years, and then they get to their bag or whatever. But since you're a first rounder, you get like a year in advance type shit. But anyway, no, see what happened. I think what the deal is that Zeke, because Zeke did it to him a couple of years ago when he said, I'm going to sit it out till I get my bag. And so they're like, that's when they got Tony Pollard, and he was looking good. And then they're like, fuck it. They broke the bank. They paid Zeke, and then Zeke lost a big fucking step. Yeah, he's good at, goal line punches, 1-2 punch, getting a couple yards. He's good at picking up the blitz and shit like that. But overall, he was not prime Zeke, the one that, they were hoping to pay him for the, first 1, 2, 3 year Zeke. They were hoping for that Zeke, and that didn't happen.
I think those belly shirts he wears was cutting off the circulation to his body, and it was affecting his performance.
Something. I don't know.
Terrible. Yeah, it was fucking terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. And then he lost a bunch of weight, but then speaking of Zeke, then he said that he's not going to be carrying a bunch of the load this time around. It's really going to be, I think it's going to be a committee. I truly, in my heart, I think they're setting Dak up for failure because Dak's bag is coming up. He's on his last year, and he wants his agents looking like around like $65 million a year. And
that fool's going to go to a team and succeed, but he ain't going to succeed in Dallas.
Yeah, he's not succeeding with Dallas. As much as I want him to, it's not going to happen. Jerry, and see, this is the problem with a lot of fucktard Cowboy fans, is that they all fucking think that Dak's the problem. I'm like, okay, who was the problem before Dak? Because they haven't won a fucking Super Bowl with Romo. They didn't win, like, since Troy Aikman, and that's because it wasn't Jerry Jones. It was Jimmy Johnson that put that whole team together. And then after that, it was Barry Switzer, but Barry Switzer got that Super Bowl team handed to him on a silver platter. And so all he had to do was just pretty much just come up and just show up and babysit, because Troy Aikman was there to pretty much run, like yell at everybody, hey, we got to do this. I already know the playbook. This is what we're going to do. And they still were able to make shit happen and stuff like that. But once Troy Aikman and all those guys got older, Emmitt Smith and all them, once they all got up out of there, the team just kind of – it's just a roller coaster, you know. And I yelled at the other Cowboy fans, like, oh, Dak is this. It's all Dak. And I'm like, who the fuck was the problem before fucking Dak? Because he hasn't played for the Cowboys for 20 years. So they're like – and then they can't ever answer me that fucking question. Well, it's because of Romo, because Romo sucked. No, Romo's pretty good too. He's a gunslinger. And you could tell because the way he's a commentator, he could read fucking defenses very well.
Yeah.
You're like, no, he's got the IQ there. So what the fuck is the problem? I don't know if they're cursed or because they have a fucktard coach or if it's their GM who keeps getting in the fucking way. And I want to say it's the latter.
GM.
Yeah.
It's Jerry Jones. Everybody knows it's Jerry Jones. Even the ones that don't want to believe it, it's Jerry Jones.
Yeah, the ones who don't want to fucking believe it. And so I think they're setting up Dak for failure. I think that they're not going to do anything. They're getting all these kind of bargain bin players, so to speak. They're all great players, but they're not like Super Bowl caliber. There's nothing Super Bowl caliber about this team, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I think that they're going to fuck Dak over, and then they'll blame him. And they'll say, hey, you know what? You had your shot to show us what you're worth. You're not worth it. Go ahead and bounce. I talked to his uncle. His uncle thinks it'd probably be cool if Dak wound up in New Orleans. And see, here's the thing. Bill Belichick absolutely loves Dak. He is fascinated with Dak. And so if Bill Belichick comes back to wherever team he lands on, there's a possibility that Belichick is going to pursue Dak. If Dak is up in the market anyway.
They've actually they're predicting Belichick will end up with the Cowboys.
Well, if he does, then Dak will be with the Cowboys because Belichick really likes Dak. But someone, who was it, that said that he'll end up with the Giants and so will Dak?
That's hilarious.
I forgot. Yeah, I don't see that happening. I think it's going to be out of the East. I think Dak will at least get out of the East. I would actually, in a way, I think it'd be awesome if Dak stayed in the East and he went to the Giants and he fucking just tore up the Cowboys every fucking year. Just year in and year out, just won every fucking time. I would fucking laugh so hard. I'd be like, hi, you fucktard Cowboy fans. You guys are so dumb. Now who's the... Put Trey Lance in. I'm like, the motherfucker hasn't even got fucking not even 5 games under his belt. And you guys want to bench Dak for Trey? Are you guys shitting me? Are you fucking retards? Never mind. God damn, they're dumb. Cowboy fan, dude, if I wasn't a Cowboys fan, I would laugh at the Cowboy fans with everybody else because, like, Jesus, no wonder we get made fun of because you guys are so fucking stupid. And they're delusional. They think that we're going to win it all. I'm like, no, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not.